put it on the side. Oh, yeah, I have more space on my screen to get the comments and the questions in the chat. Okay. Brother Muzammil, so one of the brothers, Ahmed, is asking, is the lesson going to be recorded? The lesson is recorded, right? And it's uploaded as well.
Yes, it is. It is recorded, and also it is getting broadcasted on YouTube. So we will have two recordings. One is on the YouTube with the whole, the whiteboard and everything, and then there will just be an audio recording also.
Yeah, khair inshallah. طيب. So we'll begin. Alhamdulillah. So if I could ask two of the brothers to ask for the microphone, and then they could read the dialogue for us. So Ahmed Deel is here. Jazakallah khairan. And Fadl Akhi Ayman. So is that okay? Could you give them the microphone, inshallah? When we get the brothers to start reading, and then we'll see what we can pick up of new rules. Now, as I said before, at the beginning of the class, there are two things being. Now, just bear with me. Who's that? Is it Ayman?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So just bear with me, all right? And there. Okay. So the two things being mentioned, being taught over here in this lesson, the first of them is العدد من 13 إلى 19. Actually, I think in this one it has from 11 to 19, but we'll see. But basically, we are dealing with the next 10 numbers. That's the first thing being dealt with over here, and it comes and it appears immediately. Fadl Akhi, if you could read Ahmed, and then Hamza, then Ayman, you could read Ali.
Inshallah.
Fadl Ahmed.
كم طالبا في فصلك يا علي.
جيد. So Ahmed says, Kam Taliban. This word over here, Taliban, we learned this already in book 1. Okay? And this is the word that comes after Kam. Okay? And this is supposed to be Fathatain, by the way. Let's do it again. Taliban. And so this word here is mufrad. It's mufrad. You know that? And it is also nakira. I've got a new pen, so I'm just testing it out, and you can see that I'm making a mess of things, but I'll get used to it, inshallah. So it's mufrad, is nakira, and it is also, what else can you tell me about? What can you observe about this word? I've given you two things that we can see. Naam?
Mansoob.
Ahsant, barakallahu feek. It is indeed mansoob. So it's three things. It's mansoob, it's mufrad, and it is nakira. Nakira meaning indefinite, without alif or lam. And this, the name of this word, or this position of the word after kam, it is called, does anyone remember what it's called? The grammatical position?
Mudaf?
It's called
Tamiz.
Barakallahu feek. Tamyiz. tamyiz. It's called tamyiz. Right? كم طالبا في فصلكم يا علي, and that what we just spoke about right now, طالبا, all of that was revision because we have already studied that in book 1. جيد. تفضل أخي الكريم أيمن.
Yes. علي في فصلنا 14 طالبا.
بارك الله فيك. And that is the focus of the lesson today, where he said, this pen sometimes just deactivates, 14 طالبا. Before that he said في فصلنا. That's easy, that's from book 1. في فصلنا, in our classroom, 14 طالبا. Okay, now let's speak about this combination over here. He said, this is before we go into anywhere else, because as you saw from the introduction to the dars, the one that was sent out by email, there are 2 main concepts being addressed in this lesson. And one of them is al-adad بين 13 و 19, from 13 to 19. The second one is ism at-tafdhil. We'll speak about that. I don't think we're going to get a chance to speak about that today. I just realized that I haven't started broadcasting on Mixler.
Oh, okay.
It means to do that, right?
Yeah, if you can, yeah, that would be good.
Just bear with me 1 second.
Even though we have sent out the link for the YouTube, the live YouTube class, but yeah.
Okay. I use Mixler to help me with the timing, so to know how long we've been going on for. So if you could help me with that, that'd be great, inshallah.
Yeah, okay.
When it's about 40 minutes, then I'll round up with later. Great. That should be fine. So 14 طالبا. I'm going to go away from this now. He asked كم طالبا في فصلكم. He answered في فصلنا 14 طالبا. Now let me get off this screen and stop sharing, and then open a white screen. Whiteboard. Right. Can you all see that?
Yeah, mashallah, keep nice and clear.
So you have this these numbers from we're talking about numbers now from 13 to 19. Okay, so he says for 13 في فصلنا 14. So if you notice, let's look at the word 14. طالبا. Was it that way he said?
Yeah.
14 طالبا. Okay, so here I want you to notice that we have 2 parts to this. We have, as we have in book 1, we have the adad, and we have the ma'dud. We have the adad, and we have the ma'dud. The adad is the number, is the actual number. And the ma'dud is the thing which is being counted. The thing which is being counted. Okay, now let's very quickly touch on al-a'dad بين 3 و9 3 و10 3 و10. That's what we did in book 1. صحيح? So you remember, for example, you said 3 كتب 3 كتب. Tell me what you know about where is the afwan question, where is the adad and where is the ma'dud in 3 كتب? Where is the
عدد.
نعم أحسنت. 3 is the 3 is the adad and
كتب is the معدود.
كتب is the ma'dud. طيب, tell me some things that you can notice about the adad and the ma'dud in the example 3 كتب. Anything like singular, plural, mudhakkar, mu'annath, you know, anything you can notice.
So the ثلاثة is مؤنث, and the كتب would also be مؤنث, I think, because it's plural masculine.
Okay. So ثلاثة is mu'annath. You can see because it's got tamar bota. Why is it mu'annath? Well, the brother said because maybe kutubin is mu'annath. Well, let me show you another example.
Ustad, just a quick suggestion. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want, you can try it, or otherwise you can carry on the way it is. I've just sent a message on a chat for a particular tool which is very easy to use. You may want to maybe just try that and see how the writing is, because I've tried it in my computer, and the writing, mashallah, is quite good actually. Okay.
So I've clicked on it, and can you see it opening? You can't see it, can you?
No, because I think you're sharing a particular.
Sharing something else.
Yeah.
If I want to, mashallah, this is brilliant. This is exactly similar to the other one that I was using. This looks very good, mashallah, mubarak. But how do I share this? Share part of the screen?
I think
I won't use the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay, I think if I what we had. Okay, maybe I'll come back to. I'll do so. We'll come back to that in a second. I'll try to use that in a little while. While we have this, just in the middle of this example, let's just finish it off. ثلاث بقرات, because that the brother, I'm not sure who it was, said that maybe ثلاثة is ثلاثة. Maybe ثلاثة is mu'annath because kutubin is mu'annath. So then I showed this example. ثلاث بقرات.
It is
how does that work?
It is vice versa. It is vice versa from 3
so basically, the adad is going to be mu'annath when the ma'dud is mudhakkar in its singular form. The adad and the ma'dud, they are opposite each other in gender when it comes from the numbers 3 to 10. Gender is opposite. This one, baqaratin. The baqaratun in the singular form is mu'annath. Therefore, the adad is going to be mudhakkar. This is some revision that just to put you in the field of numbers, because I think one of the hardest numbers in Al-Kitab al-Awwal, Madeenah book 1, is the numbers. The second thing to notice, as some of the brothers are pointing out correctly, mashallah and barak lahum, is that this is mudafun wa mudafun ilayhi. Thalathatu only has one dhamma, though there's no alif and lam. So therefore, there's something going on here. And it's not mamnu' min as-sarf. We know that because it's not in the list that we have in Dars al-Thani wal-Ishrun, 22 in book 1. So this is definitely mudaf. And then we see that there's 2 kasras on the ma'dud. So this is mudafun ilayhi. So these are the things that we can notice about that. Coming back now to our example, 14 taliban. The adad is 14. The Taliban is ma'dud. Tell me about the ma'dud in the example of 14 Taliban.
It is mansub. It is
Mansub, barakallahu feek. What else can you see?
Is muzakkar.
Is Jayid, is mudhakkar, so it's mansub, it's mudhakkar,
Hence a singular.
and is mufrad, ahsant. Jayid, the Taliban, similar to what we saw with the example of after come, after the word come.
Nakira
So
is nakira.
is nakira. Ahsant. We write it over here. Nakira. So does it remind you of anything? Does it remind you of the word that comes after come, as we took in the question and also in book 1? So what do you think this word over here, Taliban, what's it called grammatically?
Tamis.
It's called the same as the one we used after come. It's called tamyiz. So one thing to notice, one thing I want you to note is that between, in actual fact, between 13 and 19 plus the number 11. I think we're going to deal with number 11 separately, because there are some overlaps with number 11 and the rest of the numbers. The ma'dud from 13 to 19 is tamyiz. Tamyiz meaning it's nakira, it's mansoob, it's mufrad. Khalas? It's nakira, it's mansoob, it's mudhakkar. Mufrad, it's mufrad. This issue of mudhakkar, this is going to help us slightly. It's going to help us now to know tamyiz. What does it mean as a word? Allahu A'lam. Tamyiz means to differentiate, actually. As a word, it means to differentiate. So we dealt with now I want you to remember, as a rule, the numbers al-a'dad min bayn 13 wa 19, the ma'dud is tamyiz. If the ma'dud is tamyiz, what do you know about it? Tell me 3 things you know about tamyiz.
Is nakira.
The clue is that the answer is on the screen.
Is mansub.
Mansubun.
Mufrad.
Mufradun.
Nakira.
Nakiratun. Ahsant, barakallahu feekum. If something is tamyiz, then it is mansub, mufrad, and nakira. Those 3 things. Khalas? We have finished now with the ma'dud of 13 and 19. I'm going to talk now about the adad. Let's go back to the example. Arba'ata ashara.
Do you want it by the sketchboard?
Yeah, okay, no problem. So I'll stop sharing over here.
Yeah.
And I'll move over to, I'll go to share screen and advanced and share part of the screen. And then I'll open it onto the, and now it's on Sketchboard.
Yeah. There's a particular type of pen. If you use that, I think the writing can come really well.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Now you're going to test my handwriting. It's the one with the calligraphy.
Yeah,
Feather,
yes.
is it?
That is one of them, and there's another one called, I think it is Sketcher or something.
Okay.
It has a very good, we may end up getting that Khan Academy feel.
Streamer.
Yeah, I think it is. It is. I'm just having a look.
Pen.
Yes, it is streamer. Yes, streamer.
Okay, Jade, mashallah, barakallah fiqh. So,
Oh no, it's not. It's not
I
coming
will
up.
avoid it. Yeah, I'm keen not to experiment in the middle of the class because that may just take the focus away from the actual content.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And take clear all drawings. No, how do I undo this? Undo. Okay, I'll share a different part of the screen. And we'll just use the pen.
Yeah,
Let's
go with that. Yeah.
So I want you to look at this. Arba'ata ashara. And I want you to notice that this the numbers between 13 and 19, they have got two parts. Arba'ata and ashara. And what I want you to remember is each of these is called a juz. This is a juz al-awwal and this is a juz al-thani. Khalas? طيب. Now, what is the grammatical ruling of al-adad between 13 and 19? The grammatical ruling is that it is mabniyun ala fath al-juz'ain. This is what we're going to call it. This is what is called mabniyun ala fath al-juz'ain. What does mabniyun ala fath al-juz'ain mean? Well, mabniyun means it's fixed. Sahih? What else is fixed in the Arabic language that we've already studied? What else is fixed? Well, for example, all of the dhama'ir, they are mabniyun, they are fixed. So when you say هذا, you say so this Zoom software is a bit tricky because when you move off the page, you try to come back and it loses the pen. It takes a second for it to come back. When you say in what was the point I was making just now?
The words which
the ma'ir, there you are, Ahsan. أهذا كتابك. Now, kitabu, this is mudaf. Ka, this is mudafun ilayhi. And what's the ruling of mudafun ilayhi always? حكم مضاف إليه الإعرابي. Someone
should be majroor.
Majroor. So then what's this fatha doing on this kaf? Kitabu ka. Ka, this is mudafun ilayhi, but it has a fatha. And we said it's majroor.
مبنيون على فتح.
Barakallahu feek. So it is majroor in its state, in its essence. But because it's a dhamir, which is a pronoun, and the dhama'ir are all fixed in the original state that they were, let's say, created in the Arabic language. So they are fixed, and that's called mabniyun. Okay, khalas. So now I asked you a question earlier. Why else do you know in the Arabic language that is mabni? The answer would have been ad-dama'ir. Ad-dama'ir. Kulluha mabniyah. All of the dama'ir are mabni. Tayyib, come over here now. And I said to you that the numbers between 13 and 19, mabniyun ala fathil juz'ayni. So now you know that they are mabni. Mabni upon what? Fatha. Fatha where? Al-juz'ayni, on both of the parts, both parts of this number. Both parts of this number. Al-juz' al-awwal arba'ata. Al-juz' al-thani ashara. طيب. Marartu, I went past. Marartu, see if I can get the pen back quickly. This is it's taken the pen away from me again. Click outside and click back inside. Yeah. Look at this example. Afwan. ذهبت إلى أربعة عشر عالما. Here you will notice, Shafakallah al-Kareem, Hafidhak. Here you have harful jar. Where's my pen? Ila. So shouldn't this arba'a have a kasra on it? Because if you say in the other example, from when we revised the numbers from 3 till 10, you can say, for example, ذهبت إلى سبعة طلاب. Afwan, if the handwriting is not that clear. ذهبت إلى سبعة طلاب. Why over here does sab'ati have a kasra on it? Where are my mic guys?
Because of the harful jar.
Because of harful jar. It's got a kasra on it because it is following the harful jar, is being affected by the harful jar. But over here, why is arba'ata? Also it came after harful jar, but it has a fatha on it.
It is mabni.
Afwan?
It is mabni.
Because it is mabni. Ahsant. Mabni upon what?
Ala fath al-juz'.
Ala fatha. Mabni ala fatha. And how about ashara? Also, the number which is between 13 and 19 is mabniyun ala fath al-juz'ain. Al-juz' al-awwal fatha, al-juz' al-thani fatha. Is that clear, everybody?
So
one thing remains.
Ustad, a quick,
one thing remains.
Afwan,
Fadl,
a quick point. So the word arba'ata by itself, is that mabni, or is it the combination which is mabni?
it's each of them are individually mabni when they come together. So we're saying the same thing in different ways. It's both of what you said. They are both individually mabniyun, but only when they come together.
Oh, right.
جيد. So 14 عالما. جيد. 14 عالما. Okay.
So what about 17?
Notice,
Sab'ata. So say if it is sab'ata ashara.
yeah, absolutely the same. Absolutely the same. But just a couple of things I want to know about the adad. Okay, Muzamil?
Yep.
So between 13 and 19, the adad, as we now know, is mabniyun ala fath al-juz'ain. That's the first thing we know.
Yep.
We also know that the ma'dud, we learned that already. The ma'dud is tamyiz. صح?
Mm-hmm.
The ma'dud is tamyiz. Tamyiz, if it's tamyiz, then it's going to be mufrad, mansoob, nakira.
Okay.
Mufrad, mansoob, nakira. Sahih?
Mm-hmm.
That is got to do with the tamyiz. Okay, tamyiz. We finished with that. We're dealing now with the adad, and now we know the first thing we know about the adad is that it is mabniyun ala fath al-juz'ain. Mabniyun ala fath al-juz'aini. What's the second thing you know? The second thing we know about the al-adad min bayna 13 wa 19 is that الجزء الثاني موافق للمعدود. إذا كان المعدود مذكرا كان الجزء الثاني مذكرا. If the معدود is مذكر, then الجزء الثاني is going to be مذكر. That's why you saw ashara with no ta marbuta.
Yeah.
And he said aliman. And the second rule, إذا كان المعدود مذكرا كان الجزء الأول
مؤنث يخالف.
مؤنثا.
Okay.
فالجزء الأول يخالف المعدود والجزء الثاني يوافق المعدود في التذكير وفي التأنيث. So that's your second rule. الجزء الأول يوافق عفوا يخالف الجزء الأول. No, that's wrong. الجزء الأول يخالف
المعدود.
يخالف المعدود. The board is looking a bit messy, so maybe I'll delete some aspects of it. Let me get the eraser.
Just a quick message for some of our brothers, our brother Liaqat, Hanif, Abdul Karim, Moiz, and others. Feel free to ask for the mic. The more you engage, the more I think, it will help.
Absolutely, much better.
Make it much better.
Ask questions while we're working. That becomes more lifelike, real life classroom situation. So You feel free to take them, to ask for the mic and take the mic and ask questions, inshallah. Okay, so the first thing, the first rule is that it is mabni ala fath al-juz'ain. The second thing is that al-juz' al-awwal
Also, just another sort of a tip for our students. It's something which I tend to do when I'm attending online is we sit with a book and a pen and we basically write down whatever the teacher is writing on the board.
Barakallahu feek. Nice. Excellent. الجزء الأول يخالف المعدود والجزء الثاني what should I say؟
يخالف
يوافق المعدود في التذكير والتأنيث. في التذكير I'm embarrassed that they have to copy this down, Akhi Muzamil, because it's hardly legible. Should have given me some warning. الجزء الأول يخالف المعدود. I think I was doing better with the trackpad.
It reminded me of some of the manuscripts.
So I still have a chance of becoming famous. I think you prompted me to tell you about that story. Tell the brothers about a story about that sheikh who was known for the worst handwriting in the world.
Oh yes, yes.
I think we mentioned that story before. I'll spend 90 seconds on this story. So this story was possibly mentioned by Imam al-Dhahabi in Sirah al-Nubala or somewhere else. I'll try to find the reference again. I'll go back to the reference, inshallah. Okay, just 1 minute, Imran. I'll give you that in a second. So there was this scholar in the past. He was known to have the worst handwriting of all time, of all places. And this was something that, that obviously was on his conscience. And once he went to the market and he found a manuscript and a book that had handwriting worse than his. So he's narrating the story about himself. He said, I saw this book and the handwriting was worse than mine. So I decided to buy it and I paid a lot of money for it because I wanted to prove to people that I don't have the worst handwriting of all time. So I paid for this this manuscript with terrible handwriting for a high price, and I brought it home. And when I brought it home, I realized that this was my old handwriting. This is one of my old books. There's actually his sometime before that. So his handwriting had improved over time. And the moral of the story is that I still have hope to improve my handwriting here, inshallah. So al-juz' al-awwal يخالف المعدود والجزء الثاني يوافق المعدود. I missed the word معدود out. See, it steals the pen away from me and doesn't give it back. It works outside of this of the share screen. Inside the share screen, it's funny. Al-Ma'dud. And the most frustrating thing for a student is that when the teacher is writing badly, I've experienced that myself. It's like, what is that? What is written there? Inshallah, you'll have it much clearer. We'll type it out for you on Google Classroom. Inshallah, you'll see the actual rule there. But in any case, it's good for you to practice with your writing. الجزء الثاني يوافق المعدود في التذكير والتأنيث. That's what it says. It says في التذكير والتأنيث. في التذكير والتأنيث. I'll write it again. في التذكير والتأنيث. I'm just conscious of the time. في التذكير والتأنيث. That's what it says right at the end.
MashaAllah, I think Brother Ahmed has typed it down. Alhamdulillah.
جزاه الله خيرا. الجزء الأول يخالف المعدود والجزء الثاني يوافق المعدود في التذكير والتأنيث. That's what it is أخي الكريم. أحسنت جزاك الله خيرا. جيد. These are the things that I basically need you to pay attention to when it comes to the numbers between 3 and 10. Let's quickly now go to Al-Quran Al-Kareem, Al-Maani.com.
You know, Ustad, you can share your full browser, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, I've got so many things going on. I probably prefer not to do that.
One option is you can create a new browser, you know, because that's what I tend to do. So one browser for my personal and another one which is, you know, only for.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't mean the actual browser. I mean like you've got the names of the participants. You've got the chat box happening on the side.
Oh yes, that's fine. And you don't have two screens, isn't it?
No, I haven't got two screens. I haven't reached that level yet.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So people can deal with share trading and stuff like that, maybe. I want to type the word ashara, and I want to show you the difference between التذكير والتأنيث. Okay. The example that I wanted to show you. Afwan. In actual fact, the examples in the Quran are all 11 and 12. Oh, here it is. So it's my mistake. I shouldn't have gone to the ayat at this stage because I didn't find the ayat that have the examples of 13 to 19. So we'll find it, inshallah, in other texts. Let me go back to where we were to sharing that screen. I'm going to go back to the book now. So I'm going to stop the share and go back to the book that we were in, the actual text. Share part of the screen. Here we are. So here we have finished talking about a tamyiz and numbers between 13 and 19. We said that they are مبني على فتح الجزئين and الجزء الأول يخالف المعدود في التذكير والتأنيث. That means that if the ma'dud is مذكر, then الجزء الأول is going to be مؤنث. And if the ma'dud is مؤنث, the الجزء الأول is going to be مذكر أربعة. And if the ma'dud is مذكر, then the الجزء الثاني is also مذكر عشرة. And if it is مؤنث, then الجزء الثاني is going to be مؤنث. And in that case, when it's مؤنث, incidentally, you say عشرة, عشرة, not عشرة. not asharata. Between 3 and 10, you say asharat, asharatu tullabin, asharatu tullabin. But in this one here, al-juz al-thani, you say ashrata. Let's go please now to the questions, exercises. Let's take a couple of examples. And which one is it? There you go. اقرأ ما يلي. طيب. Can I have some brothers on the microphone, please? Who do we have?
Shall I read them?
We have 4 brothers on the mic. So if all 4 of you can one by one take turns in reading from 11 to 20 or to 19. Fadl.
أحد عشر طالبا.
Read from 13, please.
13 طالبا.
13 طالبا.
14 طالبا.
جيد. Next, please.
خمسة عشر طالبا.
جيد. Next, please. Who is it? Ayman or Abu Abdurrab?
16 طالبا.
بارك الله فيك. Next, please. طيب, no problem.
17 طالبا.
طيب, who's that? Abu Abdurrab? جيد.
Yep.
Alhamdulillah. Number over here, if you could please read number 1.
في الفصل 19 طالبا.
الفصل 19 طالبا. Do we all agree? بارك الله فيك. أحسنت. طيب. So I'm going to set the homework now because we're going to bring the class to a close. And the homework is to write number 1, number 5, number 6, number 7, hold on. No, those just those ones. Just those ones. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Just bear with me while I just line this screen up. Three? No. Start again. طيب. Yeah, it's just playing around the screen. I'm not able to share the screen to type as I wanted. So the questions I'd like you to do for homework is exercise, is a tamreen rakam. No? Allow me to type. Khairan, inshallah. طيب. So we'll number 1. Okay, I know what to do. I'll move this share screen out of the way for a second, and I'll annotate on the screen, and then come back. So number 1 and number 5, 6, and 7 in exercise 9. I'll show you now. Khalas. So that is the homework. Is exercise 9 on page 23. اقرأ ما يلي ثم اكتب مع كتابة الأرقام الواردة فيه بالحروف. They want you to write down those sentences, changing the numbers that they've given into actual letter form, letters. So number 1, 5, 6, and 7. I'm avoiding the rest because we didn't speak about 11 and 12, and they have special rules relating to them, and we'll deal with those rules inshallah ta'ala separately. بإذن الله تعالى. طيب. So we'll stop there. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Maybe it's Maghrib over here, so